guys. Today we're gonna talk about FedEx Ship Manager training information for default values. In this video, we will talk about how to set up the default values for within the FedEx Ship Manager for domestic and international shipment, and how to make the default values for the databases the built-in within the FedEx Ship Manager. FedEx Ship Manager offers site-based database. When we install the software, the database is installed automatically within your hard drive, so you can make your own default values. So it makes your life easier when you're shipping for domestic, international, for group shipments, or if you like doing a blank shipments for somebody else. So let's get started. Here's the first tab on the top. This is called a main menu on the top, and this is called a sub menu on the top. So sub menu normally you use for shipping, LTL, tracking. You cannot make any default, but it is only for view only, for the other functionalities that FedEx Ship Manager offers. However, within the FedEx Ship Manager, it also gives you the top level menu. The first one is called File. If you click on File, you can exit the software, or you can click on the X sign on the top on the right hand side. So you can exit out the software. It won't require any password. Now the second tab, second menu tab, is called the databases. If you click on databases, this is called sender. Sender is right here. This is called the sender. You can create multiple senders, and you can create multiple returns profiles as well. So let's click on sender, and here it is. You can create multiple senders with a different name, especially for the returns. You can do returns for blank shipments. So you can, and if you create a different return address, it means that not really that you need a return on the origin where you're generating a label from, but you like to send the return packages if you wanted to a different address. So if you like to do that, click on add, and you can see on the top there's a checkbox called use only as return address. Okay, and you just need to fill out this. You're gonna say return, and then fill out all the information. And I'm going to enter the zip code and the phone number. On the right hand menu, there is a called text ID number. It is required for international. PO number is not required. These are the they are not required fields. Only the bold letters are the required fields. If you click on, as you see on the right hand side, called shipping profiles. I'll show you in another time for the different video what does a profile means. For domestic and international, FedEx offers different kind of profiles for domestic, international, for LTL, and you can also generate a customized profile as well. Customized label profiles. FedEx also offer custom shipping label profiles. For example, like logo, you can print a 4x9 label with the dock tab or without the dock tab. If you click on use only return labels, return address, shipping profile and custom label profiles are not available. If you click on this, if you check, you see these options are gone. because they are not required or not available for returns only. Okay, and hit OK. And then here you go, so you can see the return profile, not the profile, the sender is set up. So if I hit OK and then I go to return address, I can see the return profile is right here. Okay, and this address will be printed on the shipping label. So if you like to route your return package to a different address, you can do that through this. Recipient information, click on recipient. You can set up multiple defaults for recipients. You can sort it on the top, your address book, through the company name, contact name, address, city, state, and zip, or the country type. If you like to sort by the country, select it and type Canada, and if you click on search, that Canada shipments, all Canada recipients will be sorted, and you can click on search right here. Okay, I'm going to click on clear search. It's gone. You can also, if you select the recipient from here, click on ship to information, click on ship to button, and that recipient information will transfer it at shipment detail page. All you get to do is to take care for the package information. You can also set up that information as a default as well, like weight, service type, package type, and payment type, department note, and reference number. All you can make as a defaults. So this is the recipient. You can also you see right here the returns from. If you select that, you can create a return labels directly from the recipient. If you go to the databases, click on recipient and select that address and click on returns from, and it will transfer automatically all the ship to data from return, like return packages from data at your screen automatically. It offers 3 kind of return labels: email labels, print, or ground call tag. 98% people use email or print labels. Okay. I'm going to go back to databases. Now third party account number. If you click on this button or tab on the main menu, you can add as many account for the third party. Sometimes you ship as a bill to sender or bill to third party. If it's a third party and your customer is giving you their own account number for bill to or bill and duties, you don't have to type it in on each time. You can save it within the FedEx Ship Manager, click on add, and enter the account number and add the description. In the description you can put the company name, and then you can add 9-digit FedEx account number. You cannot add more than 9. And then you can create your own list. You can add another one. Department notes. Department notes, you can add as many you wanted to. Click on add, and department ID is this, and this is the value for your department ID. So let me show you. If you click on add, you can add the department ID just like I did it right here. I'm going to click on view edit. So I click on cost center and it says test account number, and then if I go to FedEx Ship Manager, and once I selected everything, enter the weight, package type is going to be ground, and third party. If I have third party, I can click on drop down and I can select that account number. If it's third party, if it's sender, I can click on sender. And then if department notes right here, if I click on cost center, it's going to say test account number. You don't have to retype the value. You can save as whatever you want the value in there. So you can put the departments in there, accounting department, sales, whatever you want to do. Same thing, you can do it through the customer reference field. If you go to databases, go to the references, and you can add as many references you want. If I click on add, I'm going to put the reference ID, REF666, and I'm going to put the reference name test reference, and hit OK. Hit OK, and test reference should be here. And I'm going to click on ID. It means the test reference. You see right here? It shows a test reference. Purchase order PO, you can do the same thing here. You can set up multiple defaults for purchase for PO, and it will stay in there. This is the reference field you use normally. Okay, go to databases again one more time, and then you can create dimensions. You can create as many dimensions you wanted to. I click on view edit. I added up few in the past, so you can add the dimension ID. So you can just select the ID, and it will pull out the length, width, and height, and then you can put the description at the bottom. So if I hit OK, and I'm going to select one record, for example, and I click on drop down ground, and then I can click on dimensions. If I click on small box, it'll give me the dimensions. If I select the different dimensions, select this, and it'll change the dimension. If I would like to add it manually, click on here, and I can add the manual dimensions. Groups, I can print labels as many groups I wanted to. Let me create a new one. So if I click on add, this is my recipient like address book. So I'm going to click on, I need to add this one and those two, and then I can give the group ID name called test group and test group shipment, and I hit OK and hit OK. Right here on the top, on the left hand side right here, it's called the ship to group. If I put the check on, here you go, I'm going to select the group ID, and I said test group shipment, and it will print two labels. As you know, it depends like how many recipient did you select it on for the group shipments, and it will print out 2, 3, or 4 labels. So you can add, you know, if you're shipping for certain people for regular basis, you can create a group, so you don't have to reprint the labels over and over again, or select their name individually and printing individual labels one at a time. You can print 15 labels within one click, and those packages should be identical if you wanted to. If you have 2 packages, select that for each, and you can click on identical or per package or shipment. If they're not identical, you can select the service type, ground, and the payment type. You're going to select sender, and then the multi-piece option would be lit up. Click on here, and there you go, print labels, and you can have 1 of 2. Click on add, wait, and the second box 5, click on add and click on ship. It will print basically 4 labels, for 2 labels for each recipient. Okay, I'm going to do the clear field again. This is called the group shipment. You can set up group shipment as many you want it. I'm going to click on delete. Go back to databases, then you can, the third one, the next one is called commodity. If you click on commodity, this is the commodity information you can add. You can create your own commodity listings. Normally you do commodity entry when you're doing international. So you can add the commodity listings if you click on edit by duplication, and you can give the commodity ID. There. Two, and I'm gonna say hit OK, and then here you go. This is the commodity metal equipment. I'm gonna say COM2, and it will be listing into the commodity drop down. so you don't have to retype it, and harmonized code, so you don't have to retype it and just enter it one time. It'll make your life easier. NAFTA agreement, North America Free Trade Agreement, you can just click on that and it will print it automatically. Okay. I'm going to uncheck ship group. DG, Dangerous Good. If you click on there, you can enter the UN number for DG and just select your defaults for each commodity, for each UN number. I don't have any handy with me, but you can enter it and select the aircraft type, qualifying, or the radioactive material if you're processing those. And then click on Add. So if you're doing the DG or Dangerous Good, so you don't have to retype it in, just enter the UN number and system will pull out directly from the database. So you can save all those default. It will make your life easier and simpler. And if you want to add more commodities, just go to databases and add and build up your own listings. Hazardous material, right here, click on Add, and you can add your own UN number. 2989. There you go. So if I enter 2989, and these are the classes, and this is a label type, flammables, and this is a hazardous class. And I can enter one fiberboard box, and I can enter the emergency phone number, and that's it. And I click on hit OK. Hazard code, and I'm going to put the unique ID. I'm going to test. Commodity weight is 22 pounds, and hit OK. There you go. It is listed now, and all I got to do is to select my unique material ID test, and it'll fill out everything for me. So let me show you this. This is called hazardous. 1 pound, and I'm going to say ground, and I click on hazmat, and now here's my test. If I click on this, you see everything is uploaded automatically, and click on add to the package. There you go. Is add, and hit OK. Simple type. And number of packages is a 1 fiberboard box, or 1 box, and hit OK. Yes, so there you go. My hazard information is added up successfully. I'm going to put it off, and as you can also make those defaults from the profile. I'll show you when I'm going to discuss the other defaults from the profile. So you can do that. So you can say supervisor and name of security test, and then hit OK. There you go. And if I click on view edit hazmat, and here it is already added up, and it will stay. The next one is brokerage. If you have a broker, so you can add the broker information here, country for Canada or Mexico, you can add it up in there and click on OK. And but first you need to add the broker ID, so it will be added up automatically into your drop down menu for international. LTL account number, you have to have an LTL account number, and then you can set up your own default values. Click on here and click on add, but you need a 9-digit account number. Normally people have the same account number for Ground, Express, and LTL. So I don't have any account number though. Let me try, and maybe it's gonna work. Let's say test. And I'm going to select New York. and the phone number is a required field. All bold letters are the required. Now this is really important. Billing address. If you have a PO box address, just put the PO box address here and click on bill to. Just put the checkbox on this one. If you don't have it, or if you're receiving all your invoices at the same address, like 123 Main Street, just click on this checkbox. It's really important. Hit OK. You see this? This information is automatically transferred to your billing address, and then hit OK. There you go. My account number is added up, and I hit OK. And if I click on LTL Freight tab, now it will open it automatically. There you go. You can switch it. Now I'm ready, and it's a prepaid account. So normally you have two kind of account. One is the prepaid, the other one is called third party. Prepaid normally used from A to B, from origin to destination, and for third party you use from destination to destination, meaning from B to C. Okay. Okay, file maintenance, IPD, import-export database templates, you can do that too. I'll discuss this later on. We need a separate video for this. It's really a different topic. And then I'll show you how to add those fields. You can create different templates into FedEx files template. File maintenance, if you click on backup, and then you can do two kind of backup. Well, full backup, the other one's called the selected databases. So you can, if I click on all backup, it will copy everything, and you can just select the right folder into this backup path, and then hit OK, and you can create the backup files. If in case anything happens, you lose your machine goes down, you can restore your data later on. Customize. You can create multiple account numbers, so you can switch, you can toggle multiple account numbers. This is called a meter number. If you scroll down, click on system number, you're going to see the meter number and your account number. Okay, if you click on there, then you're going to see the system number and your account number. Okay, so shipping profile, that's the one I was talking about earlier. Shipping profile, FedEx offers three kind of profiles normally. It's called domestic, LTL, and international. How to use it, I will give it to you separate information because it is really long topic. Custom labels profile. You can create your own label profiles. Custom means you can add your shipping logo or QR code, but you might gonna need a FedEx help on that. Just call 1-800-GO-FedEx and they can help you on that. And you can create different size of labels for normally for 4x9 with the dock tab or without the dock tab. LTL freight template. If you click on here, you can create your own template, consignee information, or account number or handling units. You can create your own template ID. So if you select that into the freight right here, so you can create your own templates through LTL. Customize field. If you click on customize field, you can see right here the first is constant. You can create it. This is a country. So if you select that, it always going to be domestic or Canada or whatever you want it to. Okay, normally I click on none. Recipient ID, you can give unique name. So if I'm going to say customer reference, I say test, and if I hit OK, and this is a customer reference, you don't need to change those reference type, just leave it alone. Just change that screen display header, hit OK, and you can see the test, the customer reference turn into test. Customize user prompts, click on here. You can customize each user prompts if you wanted to, and these are prompts, yes or no, or don't prompts for those, like errors. recipient list, click on here, and then you can add those fields. For example, you see right, this is called the recipient ID. I'm going to say I like to, within the drop down, I need to add more columns. Click on add column 4. I'm going to say city, and I click on here, state. If I hit OK, and I'll go back, and then I can see multiple columns: address 1, city, state. If I uncheck those, and if I need only contact name, hit OK. I'm going to see contact name, and the company name and the recipient ID is a default. If I click on here, you can see much better. You get a better view. Code is your unique code, company name, and the contact name. Okay, so now the next thing is forms. This is called the system number. I already show you. It holds your meter number and your account number. Forms, if you click on forms, you can set up the default printers. The left hand is called a label reports type, and this is called a printer type devices. So you can add the printers if you want it. If you scroll down, you can set up the hazmat printer, ground international label printer, or the LTL, a bit of lading printer. So normally these are the report printers, and underneath it'll ask you what kind of label printer, the paper type you're going to select. So you can say the plain papers, or you can see the letter size, whatever you want it to. And if you have a letterhead, you can do the letterhead, just select that option. Okay, and this is for the DG. If you're using OPL 900 form, you can say they print 1 copy per shipment. OPL 900 is right here, called laser multiple commodity. Language, English. You have Spanish and French, and you can also set up the font size. I selected the standard. You can do larger, and if you hit OK, it can be really large. So it's going to be turn on and turn it back on. It's going to restart it in a minute. So you can select whatever the font size you want it to. Okay, I'll show you now. The font size is really big now. And it is easier to read though. Now utilities, click on download. If you click on download, you can download software updates. Just click on check for update. It'll download it. Express or URSA table. URSA holds your zip code files. IATA hazmat table. Rates, if you click on rates, just do Express all at a time if you having any discrepancy in the rates. If you do ground discrepancy, just click on, make sure you all download only ground at a time. You have 2 kind of tracking numbers. One is the Express tracking number or the Smart Post tracking number. And then software update, just click on that. It's the same thing. If you click on here, check for the updates, or you can just click on install software update. If you do ground call tag, just click on upload, and then you have to do this. Just hit OK, and then just select that option, checkbox, and hit OK, and then it will transmit the data for ground call tag. Service bulletin board, it will hold all your questionnaires, if you know, like company announcements. Address check. If you click on this option, system will check address no matter what. Click on preferences, and then you can say automatic address check, and system will check automatic address verification. Printer setup. If you click on printer setup, you're gonna see the report printer and the label printer. Just click on drop down, and you can select the right printer, and you can also print the test page. Configuration scale. If you click on here, if you have a USB scale, select the USB drop down, and then click on test. FedEx default scale is a Toledo, but if it also have a Fairbank, If you're using a UPS provider scale, just select that option and then hit OK. And then you can test the scale too. Add account number. If you have multiple account number, click on add system account number. You might gonna need a product key, call 1-800-GO FedEx, as I said, and then you can add in multiple account numbers. And if you want to switch, once you added up the account number, you can go to the customize active system account, and then you can see multiple account numbers here. Test communication. If you have any issues for upgrading or for updating the software, click on test communication, and then system will tell you if you have any firewall issue or if you have any administrative issue. You can check the communication for the internet. Integration. You can create multiple profiles for integration. I'll do a separate video. I did one video in the past for CSV file integration for batch, but there's some editing profiles too for domestic and international. FedEx.com. You can connect to the FedEx.com. You can schedule pickup from here for express and ground. For LTL pickup, if you click on LTL profile, you can schedule a pickup from LTL directly from here. If you go to shipment details, right here, schedule a pickup now. This is for LTL only. However, if you go on FedEx.com, you can schedule a pickup from here. You can also track. You can also find the FedEx location nearest you for drop-off, or HAL, which is a hold at location option. You can also order supplies, complete ETD, electronic trade document. I'll give you more details about that. And edit and view. And this is the other favorites. So if you have, you can add the favorites on FedEx.com. And this is the FedEx.com page. Help section, click on here, and you can have multiple topics for help. And it has on glossary, and you can do sort it within multiple topics. So that's about it. If you have any question, let me know and I'll answer you accordingly. Thank you very much and have a good day.